Welcome, beautiful souls. Namaste. So, and do a little mindful movement that you can do any time of night or day. So just starting off with your feet about hip width apart, spread out your toes, and just gently shift the weight forward and back a little bit. Really feel the ground beneath you. Now I love practicing outside, especially when the ground's a bit lumpy, bumpy, and you can feel the grass. You can really feel the earth beneath you. That might not be possible this time of year, but you can imagine that you're outside. Imagine you can feel the ground and how your feet kind of mold to the ground. So imagine trying to broaden out your feet as much as possible, and feeling the weight equal on each foot. Gently pressing down through your big toe, little toe, inner, outer heel. At the same time, imagine stretching up through the crown of the head towards the ceiling or towards the sky, gently drawing your belly button in. And just start by rolling the shoulders forward, up, back and down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. So nice, big, slow circle. We tend to hold the weight of the world on our shoulders, right? So imagine releasing that. And maybe make it a little bit bigger, pressing those elbows back behind you. And notice how your arms feel as they move through the space around you. And then taking one and the other, step the feet out a bit wider. Breathing in and out. So I would say there's no right or wrong way to move. It's the way that feels best for you on any given day. And that will feel different, whether it's the morning or the evening. So in the morning you'll be a little bit stiffer. Imagine allowing the breath to guide you. So filling the body with breath on the inhale, emptying on the exhale. And maybe going a little bit deeper in the legs with each repetition. Then coming back to center, so feet are turned out slightly. We're going to inhale, scoop up, then exhale, bend one knee. Just let the arms do whatever they feel. Then inhale, scoop up, and exhale, bend the other side. So breathing in and out. Try not to worry too much about what your arms are doing, otherwise we tend to get a little bit stilted. So just let them float. Just let them do whatever feels good for you. Big breath in and out. Imagine you're moving through water. So warming up into the hips, knees and ankles. One more in. And out. Then come back to center into a standing ego eradicator. So bring the feet a little bit closer. So we do the breath of fire here. You're going to reach the arms up. Fold your fingers into your palms. Your arms in a V shape. When we do that for about a minute, you're going to have your eyes closed. Eye gaze turn in and up. When I say breathe in and hold, you're going to bring your thumb tips together. You're going to spread your fingers up like that. You're going to hold the breath in, pull up the pelvic floor muscles, squeeze the tummy muscles, hold the breath in as long as you can. And when you need to breathe out, you're going to slowly release the arms. Imagine filling your aura with breath. So pull up through the thigh muscles, fold your fingers into your palms, thumbs up. So arms are in a V shape. Relax the shoulders, head in line with spine. Close your eyes. Take half a breath in and begin. So really pumping the belly. If you need to go a little bit slower, you go a little bit slower. Keep going. Imagine stoking your inner fire. Reaching into all 4 directions, hands, feet. Keep your eye gaze in and up towards your 3rd eye point. We're nearly there. And breathe in, bring the thumbtips together. Stretch your fingers up, hold the breath in. Pull up your pelvic floor muscles, pull in your tummy muscles, pull up your thighs, pull up your kneecaps. Stretch, stretch, stretch. When you need to breathe out, slowly release the arms. Down through your aura. And bring the feet a little bit closer together. Just noticing how you feel now compared to when we started, after just those few little exercises. We're going to do another kind of moving meditation. So soften your knees so the weight goes down into your heels. And just start with a few breaths. As you breathe in, bring the hands up, imagine a sense of lightness as you breathe in. As you breathe out, float the hands down. Imagine grounding down, so like a balloon, as it fills with air, it starts to lift away from the ground. And as you get the air out, it starts to come back down to earth. So inhaling, filling the body with breath. Exhaling all the way down. And we're going to inhale. Lift one knee, open out your wings. Exhale. Soften the knees if you're sinking the weight down into the ground. Inhale. Other side, like a crane, a bird. Exhale, soften. If you're going to turn to the side, so use the breath. Breathing in and out. And don't worry too much about what shape you're making and what it looks like. Just focus on a sense of lightness. So a bird taking flight, a sense of freedom in the breath. So imagine how free it would be just to take off, fly off somewhere, and landing back to earth. So filling the body with breath on the inhale, exhaling, soften. In and out. In and out. Last time. Fantastic. And just taking the weight onto, I'm going to do my right foot first, totally up to you. If you can, either bring the foot to the calf muscle, or if you can, bring it all the way up to your groin, slightly in front of your trouser crease, so you can press the foot into the thigh muscle and press the thigh muscle into the foot. Keep lengthening up nice and tall, so press down into all 4 corners of that foot. Maybe you can use the wall if you need to, either lean against the wall or stand close to the wall. Stretch up through your spine, through the crown of your head. Gently draw the belly button in and reach the arms. Inhale, reach up. Just relax the shoulders down. Find a point to focus on. Squeeze your tush, relax your shoulders. Each time you exhale, lengthen up right through to the fingertips. Relax the shoulders as you breathe out. So inhale, lengthen, feel a sense of lightness. Exhale, relax the shoulders. And breathing in. As you breathe out, release the arms, release that foot. Step the feet out. We're going to come into triangle on that side. So I'm turning my left foot out, my right toes in. Sometimes my camera reversed it, doesn't really matter. As long as we do both sides. Imagine just jiggling your hips. So lifting that top hip and really pulling this thigh towards you. So just Inhale, bend that front knee a little bit. Exhale, push the floor away. And imagine really pulling your left thigh muscle into that left hip joint. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Pull in even more. Keep this back leg strong as well. And imagine length from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Reach through the arms. You're going to reach across as if you're trying to reach the other side of the room. When you come as far as you can here, just release that top arm down. So don't move the upper body. So don't come and then reach down. Just looking forward, bring that hand to the inside of the shin, but you're not resting on it. You're just kind of like lightly touching inside. So this back arm, you're going to look towards the back hand, turn the hand palm forward. So you're reaching out. So instead of bringing the arms straight up, we're reaching out, trying to draw that top shoulder back, as if you're trying to bring the top shoulder in alignment with that bottom shoulder, or as if you're trying to stand, as if you're stood against a wall, and you're reaching back. Take a nice deep breath in, and out. Now reach that arm up, and circle it down and around. Inhale, reach it up, and exhale, alongside the ear, down and around. Once more. And as you bring it around, bend that knee, lift yourself back up, mini warrior two. Then come up, turn the feet, step and jump the feet back in, and taking the weight onto the other foot. So I'm coming onto the left foot, take your time. Again, either here, you can even rest the toe on the floor, or bring the foot up. You can hold onto that foot if you need to. If you bring it all the way up, try and press it into your fleshy part of your thigh, and press the thigh back against the foot. Lift up out of the waist. So you're balancing all the time on one foot, 2 feet rather. Now we're just balancing on one foot. Open the arms. Reach the hands up, stretch up, relax the shoulders. Again, finding a point to focus on. Nice deep breaths in, again, feel a sense of lightness as you breathe in. And a sense of grounding as you breathe out. So a little bit more wobbly on this side, but that's okay. And stretch, 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 right up through to the fingertips. Relax the shoulders. Draw your belly button in. Breathe in and out. Step those feet out. And turn the right foot out 90 degrees. Left toes turned in. Try and lift that top hip. Wiggling the hips side to side. And pull this right thigh in. So bend the knee a little bit. Exhale, really push into the floor. As you exhale, lift that thigh, lift that kneecap. So if you're sucking the thigh bone into the hip socket, breathing in and out, and really press into the floor. So you know, really itchy nose this past few days. Inhale, bend, exhale, firm up. So notice as I do that, I'm kind of starting to tip over. And reach the arms out in both directions. Now stretch to the other side of the room. Then bring that hand down, turn the other hand palm forward, almost as if you're trying to press it to the wall behind you. So focus on the legs firm, drawing that top shoulder back, looking forward rather than looking down. For a long time we tend to kind of collapse. A lot of people try and reach for the floor and then collapsing. So draw that shoulder back, pressing that arm back. Breathe in as you breathe out. Reach on them up alongside the ear and circle down and around. So keeping everything else totally still. The only thing that moves is that arm. So we challenge our tummy muscles a little bit more here. And this time as you come up, bend the front knee. Find your way to a little kind of mini warrior two position. Then come up, toes to the front, step or jump the feet back in. Take the weight back onto your right foot. Find your way back into your tree pose again. Sometimes when we come into a pose a second time, You might find it a little bit easier. Woo, sometimes not. Press down into that foot. Squeeze your butt. And again, lift up out of the waist. So just as if you're standing on 2 feet, but you're just standing on 1. And this time reach the arms to the corners, palms forward, drop the shoulders away from the ears. A nice deep breath in and out. And in and out. Woo. And inhale as you exhale. Again, step feet nice and wide. Turn that foot out 90 degrees, take the other foot in, lift your hips, firm up the thighs, reach the arms out, inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch across first, then bring that hand down, top arm up, stretch up to the ceiling. If you can, look up to that hand. If you've got tension in this top shoulder, wrap it around behind you and draw the shoulder back and focus on your core and your legs. So make sure you're drawing your belly button in so that you could release the hand. So you're not just relying on your hands here. You're using your legs and your toe muscles. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bend that front knee and come back again into little warrior 2. If this front knee goes way over your toes, wiggle it forward a little bit. Again, tucking your tailbone under and have your hands, palms forward. And look along the length of your left thumb. And inhale up and exhale, stretch. Reaching that left arm up, just reaching that right hand towards the back leg. Inhale up, exhale, almost as if you're coming into triangle again. And inside the thigh, reaching that top arm up. Inhale up, exhale, stretch. Inhale up, exhale, so the hand's just inside the thigh, pressing that knee out. And inhale all the way up, turn the feet in, step or jump, the feet back together. And taking the weight onto the other foot. And take your time, don't rush. Take whichever option you need to, just make sure you're not pressing on the knee joint. As I use walk the wall or a chair if you need to. And try and have your foot slightly in front of the trouser group. So I'm a little bit more wobbly on this side. This is my not so good side. It's all good. So again, draw the belly button in slightly, stretch up. Press down into all 4 corners of that foot that you're stood on. Reach your arms, your branches. Hold and breathe. So there might be a little bit of movement. Trees do move. They move around in the breeze. Good, nice and deep breaths. Fill the body with breath on the inhale. And release the breath on the exhale. Elbow in. And out. Stepping the feet nice and wide. Turn the right foot out, left toes in, lift that top hip, reach the arms out, inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch across, and exhale again, windmill the arms, open up, look forward or look up, don't look down. So again, if your shoulder is dropping, come higher up, pull that shoulder back, and you can again always wrap the arm around your lower back, so that your chest is facing the front. You also want to have a feeling of expansion through the front of the chest, not contraction. So we're feeling a sense of openness. Reach up through the fingertips, or reach the hands in opposite directions. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, bend the front knee, coming into that warrior 2. Again, if that front knee goes over the toes, but you just feel like you need to move it, and wiggle it forward, pressing that knee out, that leg strong, tailbone tucked under, and looking along the length of that front thumb. Breathe in, as you breathe out, keep the lower body still, reach that hand up, palm facing forward, inhale up, Exhale, tip. Again, just like that triangle position, resting the hand inside that leg. Inhale up, squeeze the belly button in so the legs are staying strong. It's just the upper body that is moving. Breathe in and out. In and out. Inhale up. Come all the way up. 10 toes in. Soften the knees. Step, jump, your feet forward, and just taking a moment here, noticing how you're feeling. And just bringing yourself down on to the mat. Pull your butt cheeks back to help tilt your pelvis forward. Have your feet hip width apart. Press the legs down to the floor. Notice spine nice and straight. So you don't want to slouch because you compress your inner organs and your spine will compress. So you want to lift up out of the waist, with shoulders relaxed. So you're going to bend your right knee, and you can either keep it there or take your foot across as long as you haven't suddenly collapsed. Okay, keep pressing this left leg down into the floor. So lift up out of the waist. Keep lifting up, taking a couple of breaths, stretching the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And imagine turning through your belly button first. So turn your belly button, turn your ribs, turn your chest, and your shoulders. Looking over that back shoulder. Keep flexing this left foot. If you wish, bring the left arm inside the thigh. And use it, press the arm against the knee against the arm, looking over the back shoulder. Each time you breathe in, I want you to imagine growing an inch taller. Each time you breathe out, I want you to imagine twisting an inch further. Unwind, come back to center, do the legs, bend your knees, bring the legs in, so you can hold them behind the knees, hold them to opposite elbows, scoot feet in, breathe in, as you breathe out, try and find your balance on the sit bones, either stay here, or start to lift the legs so the shins are parallel to the floor. You might try straighten the legs completely. Woo! So the trick is to try not to tip over backwards, obviously. But if you do, it's okay. Make sure there's nothing behind you you can't land on. And gently, really stretch those legs out and find that nice, tall, upright position. Nice, tall spine, shoulders relaxed. Bend your left foot, either keep it here or take it across. Only take it across if the foot is flat on the floor. So you can press the legs down into the mat, especially flexing this right foot. Lift and lengthen. And imagine creating space between each vertebrae. As we twist, imagine twisting from your belly button first. Imagine taking just a little movement from your belly button first. And imagine taking your waist around. And imagine taking your ribs. Then your chest. Then your shoulders. Bring the fingertips to the mat. So you're not leaning on the hands, you're just spidering the fingertips. And if you wish, you can take the arm outside. And press the arm against the thigh, press the thigh against the arm, and don't forget that front foot. Keep flexing that right foot, pressing the left foot down into the mat. Unwinding, undo. Again, bring the knees in, hold on to opposite elbows, whichever way you've just done. Switch, hold on to the other elbow, scoop the belly button in, breathe in. As you do that, tip back, try and find a point of balance without tensing your shoulders. So try and just squeeze your toe muscles, not your shoulders. Either stay here or start to lift the legs. It's in a kind of boat pose variation. Either stay there or extend the legs all the way up, looking up towards your toes. My poor toes have been broken so many times over the years, being trodden on by horses and things. And gently release. Find the floor, stretch the legs out. Find Shavasana. Take the legs a bit wider and hip width, arms out to the side, palms upwards. Soften or close your eyes. And just take this time to notice how you feel now compared to when we started. So it's not about judgment, it's not about criticism, it's just about curiosity, because so many of us are disconnected from our body, and we only really pay attention when something starts hurting or when our body isn't working the way we want it to. Whereas if we communicate with our body all the time, basically, then we're less likely to become ill or injured, because we'll notice the things that we are doing that may cause injury or cause illness. I mean, for example, I can usually tell the very first hint of a cold. I can feel it, just a very slight sensation in the base of my throat, and straight away I'll start on my vitamin C and other herbal remedies. And a lot of the time, I knock it on the head before it even gets a chance to take hold. Whereas some people might not even notice, or they think, oh, I'll just see how it goes. But no, I'm listening. Or, you know, if your body's, bloating, that kind of thing, lethargy, headaches, your body is trying to tell you something. But we're so used to going, oh, good thing, I'll just rush to the medicine cabinet without actually trying to work out what it is our body is trying to tell us. So just be curious, just notice how your body appreciates each practice. And remember that there's no one size fits all, which is one of the reasons I love the practice or the teaching that I do, because there is no kind of one size fits all. It's a case of, what you need one day may be different to what you might need another day. And when I was younger, I was all rah, 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 doing really high impact, high energy yoga, whereas now I'm very much it's nourishing. I move in a way that makes me feel good. And some days, all I need is just to sit and be still. And so that's what I do. So again, it's about listening, it's about union, firstly, between you and your body, which you might think, well, that should come naturally, but unfortunately it doesn't. So being completely aware of your body, your needs, your desires, and working from there. So when you feel ready, start to stretch out the arms and legs, move in whatever way feels good for you, unless you feel like you'd rather stay a while longer. In that case, go right ahead, stay a while longer. If not, in your own way, in your own time, bring yourself back up to sitting. When you get there, bring your hands to your heart to your hands. Take a little bow. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day.